Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Hi.
Oh gosh, how you doing today?
Good. I get really nervous. Sorry.
I'm nervous myself. Shoot, I've been trying to call all these freaking schools today if I can go speak up there, and then this one lady was like, "Okay, well, you might need to call the board members." I was like, "Are you serious?" Now I have to call them. Now you're making me go all the way to Mobile County to call the board members of the freaking schools. Like, no. Like,
Oh my goodness.
it's nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking. I actually had one school packed, but the thing is, it's difficult. It's difficult because the thing is, you if you have something to say about what you want to do, but you just can't get it out. Like, I know my message that I want to get out whenever they send me over to they transfer me over to the counselor. Like, I know what to say, but it's just nervous because you're just like, you know what? I just graduated high school, and I feel like they might turn me down.
Right.
And I'm just like, no, I do not want that to happen. Like, yo, I have a message that I want to reach out to people, but like, you know, you're dealing with old people here.
Yeah, I understand completely. Like I'm not covered in tattoos, but I have tattoos that are very visible, and I have a high school diploma. I went to college and graduated, and it's like I still get judged, and it's just like I'm probably one of the best candidates you have. When I don't want to say that, it's like, why?
Yeah, I don't get any tattoos right now. I don't know if I'll get any tattoos. I think I'm just gonna keep my body the way it is for right now, just 'cause I don't know. I just don't want any tattoos. But yeah, just today in general was just nerve wracking. Like, this is gonna be my first time ever speaking to a school, so I was just trying to figure out, okay, if they're not answering my emails, I have no other thing else to do but to call the schools. So I call them,
Right.
and I kind of get nervous. I'm just like, uh-oh. I, I would say something, and they're like, I can't hear you because my reception's bad over here. And then I'd be like, I'm trying to do speaking at the school. And then they send me over to the counselor. But just this one school, he told me to talk to the board members. He's like, do you have a fee? Um, in my mind, I wanted to say no, but I was like, you know what? I have to take care of business. I have bills. I have some bills to pay, so I need to have to at least make something off of this.
Right.
Because, like I said, I can't just go to a school and I already know how to speak really well and charge and do it for free. No, I'm gonna have to charge like at least $20 to $50 just for my services. Because like
Right.
I didn't work hard to get to this point, so I'm not gonna be like okay, well, this is a free ride for everybody. No, like, I just can't do that. I just can't do that. I mean, for if I have my own events, then yes. But as far as it goes for like schools and stuff, I'm gonna have to charge a fee.
Makes
Um,
complete sense.
and then that's when the lady was like, "Well, you might that was the principal decision." But doesn't the counselor have to set up the events, right? I was thinking in my mind, like, doesn't the counselor the one that sets up the events of everything that goes on in the school? Is that the person you're supposed to talk to? I
Your
mean,
counselor.
yeah, the counselor. I know you have the principal, but the principal is just the one that stands there and watches the whole thing go down.
Right. And there's a counselor and like we have a missions person, which is like our vice principal / admission. So she would be, if you got in trouble, that's who you would go to, not the principal. And
Yeah, that's straight go to.
count. But, my school was pretty lenient too. Like, we would put on shows and it would be like school wide, and it was our drama teacher that was doing it. So sometimes if you find a certain area that you could go in, and the schools are actually like my school, we have 4 blocks. We change classes.
Yeah.
Well, if you have, schools like that, you could say, okay, can I sit in with your drama teacher?
Oh, what?
So that's something you could do. It's like direct your way into just one class for now, and just be like, hey, I want to talk to every drama class that you teach in the next, day or whatever, and then talk to each individual class, and then that way they're seeing that you're doing something that's worth their while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but we had people like that. They would come into our drama class and tell us, like, if you ever want to be someone big, you got to get big. You got to get out there. You have to sell yourself and do all these things. And I'm just like, yes, that's what I want to do. So.
Yeah, it's the hard part. That's the hard part. I think that was the hard part for me, trying to get myself out there, and I'm still trying to get myself out there. But I feel like I've done enough.
Right.
I'm gonna do more though. I'm gonna do more. I'm giving it my all, but this isn't the best. This isn't the best of me. I have a lot holding inside of me right now. Like, I literally have a lot holding inside of me because I'm not ready to just unleash my whole kami high yet. You know, that's just how I feel. So I have a lot that's hiding inside of me. But tell a bit about yourself, actually. I want to hear it. What's something about you that you could tell? Your life story.
Me?
I said, tell about yourself. I know you're nervous.
Yeah. So my name is Tiffani. I'm 48 years old. I'm originally from Alabama, and you would never stop looking at me. So I have moved around. When I graduated high school, I moved around to 10 out of the 50 states and wanted to see the world. My family was fortunate enough to also, while in school, take me on trips to like Bahamas, Jamaica,
Wow.
up to Mexico, things like that. And then in school, I did a trip to Europe. So to see like the world in a tourist eye. And then once I graduated high school, I went on to live in different states in the U.S. to kind of like not be who Alabama wants you to be. A lot of the southern states, they drill in your head at a young age that you go to high school, you go to college, you get married, you have kids, you get a house. Like, they put all this in your head that you have to do this by a certain age. And I don't think it's right. They drill in your head, oh, my parents are Republican, I'm going to be a Republican.
Yeah.
They don't let you venture out. They tell you, oh, go live your dreams. But a lot of these kids' dreams are to have a husband, kids, and a house. So they're not really do what you can actually do. No one's fighting to be different. And that's me in high school. I was like, in debate class, doing the opposite of everybody else. And, it's just the fact that my mom never showed me in that way.
Yeah.
And I'll blame it on MTV. I watched MTV, growing up when there was music videos, when they took them away and started doing more reality.
Oh my God.
And seeing all of that different pop culture and that history was one of my favorite subjects. So learning like everything that we went through to become who we are today, why stop at someone else's dream? You should be able to see what you want to see and do what you want to do because that's what you want to do, and no one can stop you.
Yes.
Granted, in my life, 28 years old, my parents still tell me, you should be doing this instead. Or, you're 28 years old, why don't you have all this? Why don't you do this?
And there's a lot of people who do what I do, and they dropped out of college, and they're motivational speakers now. I heard people that have dropped out of college and literally are making a fortune.
Exactly.
There's a lot of
there's
a lot of celebrities right now who are not even in college. I think Justin Bieber, to be honest with you, I don't even think Justin Bieber went to college.
I don't think he did. I'm actually one of his biggest fans.
I know a lot of DJs that have not gone to college, and they are right now on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, all verified, and they all make music, and they all do this. And it's just like, you know what? You can do whatever you want in this world. You really
Exactly. That is 100% true. And I feel like where I'm from, the state alone, not just the city, has definitely put on like a suit and tie on it. But you have to be like this. And
Alabama is like that. I could see it since I started to live out here. It's like they don't want you to succeed.
Right.
It's like they want, because there's a lot of people out here who literally do not do anything for other people, and I'm just like, yo, what is this? Like, I see so many people hanging outside and doing all this and blowing money on all kinds of cars, and I'm just like, yo, you know what? I have a crappy car. I'm not even gonna lie to people. I don't care what kind of car I have. I don't care if it's a nice car. I don't care if it's an ugly car. I don't care if it's a crappy car, broke down, whatever it is. As long as I'm out here helping the world, as long as I'm out here giving my voice and showing people that you can make a difference in the world, no matter who you are, no matter what age you are, and that anything's possible. I literally have friends that are, my friends range from ages 14 and older, literally, and they're all guys. All my friends are guys, and I tell them, most of the guys I talk to are between 17 and 18, my age range, which I'm 19. So I mean, and I tell my 14-year-old friends, I'm like, yo, you guys at 14 years old, think about what y'all could be doing right now. Okay, think of something that you love to do that you could do at 14. Think of that. You could go make music. You could go be a photographer. You could do all this at 14 years old. Guess what? When you turn my age, 19, I bet you, when you turn 19, you'll have over 1,000 clients because you wanted to go do photography and you made it happen. That one time, and you made it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely true. Like, I watched one of my best friends do that, and, you know, he changed his career throughout the year. Like, he's now 22, 23, I believe. I grew up with him. I was obviously much older. He was 15. I was like 19. And he's older than me, and I watched him do that. Was a prime example that you used. Got clients, you know, got his name out. A guy here in Alabama that runs TKO, which is a huge, you know, music thing here, like house music, dubstep, things like that, had him come out to every show and take pictures. You know, it was like he started getting bigger and bigger, moved to Birmingham and Atlanta to take college courses, and realized I don't, of course, he's already good at photography, so now here goes to a beta. He's a few months before graduating. A huge reward in Vegas. Got to fly out there, and he's doing so much with his life at such a young age.
I love that. That's what I love. People who are doing successful. And that's the type of people that I love dealing with, successful people. I don't know if you know some DJs. If you know, you listen to dubstep sometimes or not?
I used to when I was younger, but not anymore.
Oh, okay. Then you probably won't know who these DJs are. I'm bringing up these DJs for a reason. Oshi Medicine, and Masego. I know you probably haven't heard of those three, but these guys right here are literally my age, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they are some great, and I mean great, musician artists. First of all, let me say this. For one, Oshi even put his business out. He said that he left high school. He left high school and now is making a living. It's not even he didn't even finish high school. But I'm just like, yo, that's amazing. You know, he said high school sucks, and it did. It did. You gotta admit, high school did suck, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you think about it. You're like, wait. Why did we even go to high school? I mean, because most of the stuff that we use when we get out in the world, I mean, you really don't see much. I mean, you'll see algebra. You'll see algebra when you get out to the real world. You'll see algebra, but as far as it goes, I mean, the stuff that you learned in high school, you really don't use it in the real world. You really don't. That's only stuff used in the real world is in college. You know what I mean? So it kind of changes. It's kind of different to me. I don't know. It's just different. So what are your hobbies?
Well, I have a few. I mean, I guess being girly. I know it's weird. I was in a 3.5-year relationship, and You know, we definitely fed off each other type of thing. And I changed who I was, not because of him, because I was so comfortable when really I wasn't comfortable, if that makes sense. Like, I wasn't who I was because he didn't know certain things. So it was just like, this isn't going to work, you know. And finally, after 3.5 years, I came to my senses and was like, okay, you got to go. But it was, the fact is that now, since we've been apart, which was in November, so it's still kind of, you know, fresh, it's that I have taken that time to, like, as a hobby, figure out who I am, recreate myself in someone who I want to be, and become girly. I don't want to Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake at this point, but I was trying to bring the sexy back in myself, if it makes sense. Like, I wanted to see myself and say, okay, you're available, and it's okay. Like, this is okay that you are changing because this is who you actually were the whole time.
Yeah.
And, you know, now that I'm back home, because I was living in Texas when all this happened. So now that I'm back home, like, I have to find my friends, you know what I mean? So I've been gone for 4 years, and so I had to find friends who am I still friends with, and, you know, do hobbies with them, from arts and crafts to parties to, you know, get-togethers, just chilling at the house watching movies, going shopping, gossiping, you know, the normal everyday. This is what a true friend is. And then in January, towards the end of January, I met someone else who caught my attention, just as friends, and I started to like him. Well, he lives in Memphis, so he's 6 hours away from me. And I actually, as a hobby, go visit him. I work 2 jobs, and I make sure my bills are paid. You know, I start saving a little saving, you know, side type thing. That majority of my time, if it's not with my friends, I try to make it to Memphis, which I try to go like once every month and a half or so. So it's one of those things that I find hobbies in making other people happy as well. So, like, oh, not only am I making myself happy, I'm traveling, I'm going to see a book. It has made me feel something I've never felt before. I hang out with my friends, like, I'm living my life again.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's one of my biggest hobbies is trying to figure out who I still am. And I still learn every day like everyone else. You never know who you really are. Every day you're learning something new about yourself. And I'm just trying to catch up kind of thing. And, you know, I do like to get my nails done. I like to buy makeup and, you know, watch my TV shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Pretty Little Liars and all these things that I kind of missed out on. And I'll go to the movies by myself because I can. And, you know, I live by a beach, so I like to go to the beach, and I like to do stupid stuff like the Harry Potter festival. We went to the Harry Potter festival actually in July, but I like to bake. That's actually what my my degree is in. I'm actually a certified pastry chef.
Oh, so you.
So that's what I do. I bake pastries. I love social media. You know, I love how interactive you can be with everyone. I run an all-girls secret society group on Facebook, 800 plus members nationwide, and I have 3 admins who help me out with controlling everything. We prove stuff. There's no hate, negativity, no bashing. It's all the neighborhood, and it's not like super feminist. So it's not, everyone feels like they say someone's going to get offended. It's not super, you know, where it's controlled. We let them talk about whatever they want. If they want to talk about baby daddy's cousin, brother, sister, then they can do it as opposed to not bash. There's 2 different ways of talking about a person. And if you're talking about a problem that you're having with that person, you need advice. That's one thing. If you're, showing us this MF or, I don't know if I can cuss, but all this stuff, we're going to be like, you can't do that. So, and I will say, like, I've never been the girly girl type. So for me to want to be that person is crazy out of my mind. And I'm the only child. I have a half sister who I just recently connected with.
Wow.
2011. Yeah, like we didn't know. We knew of each other, didn't know each other. Met in 2011, and so for me, who was always the guy's girl, like I would go out to bro night. I would be the wingman. I would do all this boyish stuff. My guy friends.
Yeah.
So in a group with 800 plus females, it still baffles my mind. And, we're working on becoming bigger than what we are. We just created an Instagram and Snapchat for the members as they're chosen to take over. So We'll pick a girl, she'll take over the Snapchat and Instagram for a few days so that people who are not in the group can kind of see what we're doing. And even though it's secret, it's like Fight Club. We don't tell nobody, we tell people it's there. We don't tell them word for word what's being said.
Okay.
A lot of people will say, oh, you guys are probably in there just bashing guys. No, not once. We don't show naked photos of boys. We don't show, unless it's Justin Bieber, we have a few of those. We won't show photos of anyone that we're bashing. We don't even allow that. So I have had people come up to me or message me on Facebook and they're like, hey, you run that group that is bashing guys, is that right? I'm like, no, completely wrong. And instead of me screenshotting stuff in the group, I have rules that are in the pin post, and I'll click on the rules and I'll screenshot it, let them. I'm like, if they don't follow these rules, I delete them out of the group.
Yeah.
They're easy rules. Just bring love to the group. Hate. Don't bash. Don't talk about any other group. Don't talk about anyone. And don't post stuff that you feel like if it was figured out, because girls are still going to be girls. They're going to show their best friend be in the group that somebody posted.
Yeah.
And if it gets out, it's still up to you to not be ashamed if people ask you about it.
Yeah, true.
Because you posted it. It's the internet way. And so that's something that's the hardest, is that I have to explain to them, I'm not the FBI.
Yeah.
I can't keep it only in the group. If someone that we don't find out who it is breaks the rule by screenshotting something and sends it to Bob, Billy's sister, brother, cousin, mother, cousin, I'm sorry, but at the same time, don't post something that you are scared of people finding out.
Yeah, I get it.
There's always going to be that chance. And, we definitely push that, because it's like, we can't make everyone happy. We can't protect everyone.
Nope.
So that's my biggest hobby right now, is running. The group has been going on for about a year, and in September it'll be a year. And, we've gone up in numbers frequently. Like, we'll have people add 6 people at a time, and we do tell them, like, you have to let them know that we have an age limit. You have to let them know that to read the rules and to know about the group, because we don't want people just in it to be in it. We want people to actually be active and giving advice and learning from each other. And here recently we had a meet and greet where all the Gulf Coast ladies met up, and we had brunch. And, a lot of them were drinking, we had fun, we played some arcade games. It was just a good time, and everyone got to meet face to face, because we're all behind computers. So there's people who didn't know me, didn't know any of the other admins, or getting to know each other, and we all live from each other. That. So if we got to know each other and then become friends, and that way, hey, I'm bored. What are you doing? Let's hang out. She only lives like 20 minutes away.
Oh, wow.
And we're bringing people together that normally wouldn't talk to each other. Girls are some of the most cattiest people ever. And we look at people, no matter how much people say, I don't judge, I don't do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a human nature for people to judge to an extent. And
Yeah.
nature because of the government and the entertainment part of the world, like MTV, VH1, et cetera, that you have to be a certain way. And you have to, I wouldn't hang out with that person because they're not wearing something I would wear, or they're not using the makeup I would use, or their hair is up to date.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a thing. You know, my group, we have all sorts of people, all shapes and sizes, all races, all religious. You know, it's just, we're here to be a sister to one another because we be here for.
Yeah.
Not to judge because she doesn't shop at Forever 21, she shops at Rudy 21. That's not, you know, that shouldn't be a thing. And keep it very strict in the group like that. Like, I don't want one to someone, one girls go into a place, take out something, take a picture of it, say, should I get this, yes or no?
Oh.
You hardly see anyone say no. You know, everyone's just feeding off that person saying yes, because you look great. And like,
So it's positivity on a daily basis.
Yeah, we feed off each other all day. And it's like, and then somebody will, you know, we'll do a body positive post. It's the scariest post for a lot of the members, and it's the hardest to overcome. But what it is that we'll end up posting nudes, our own nudes. And it's, you know, however you feel comfortable. If you're in a bra and panties, if you're completely open, if you're naked in front of a mirror, if you're doing angle shots or you're a selfie stick, whatever it is that makes you feel sexy, you have every right to post it when we do our body positive posts. And the love that I see from each individual girl, you know, to each girl, like, it's so we're doing something right.
I feel it's about my interviews when it comes to people. Same way.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can feel it. It's the right thing. And it takes a lot of the girls that fear it because when someone sees this. Well, of course, it's always going to be in everyone's back of their mind.
Yeah.
Your sisterhood right now is telling you it's okay, you look beautiful, and no one should judge you for that. And we definitely uplift each other and tell each other like how beautiful our bodies are. And, you know, I'm 5'2" and plus size. Like, I'm just a short little fun size Snickers bar, basically. Like, I shouldn't. Some stuff I shouldn't be taking photos of or wearing, and I do. And it's just, I'm still one of those people that I see, you know, Forever 21 and Torrid and stuff like that. They're getting into the bigger girls wearing crop tops and showing more skin, and that's cool, but I cannot do that. You know, it's not that I don't feel like my body is cute enough to do it. It's the fact that I don't think it will on me because I'm so short and stubby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have friends who do it taller than me when they do it. You know, like they can pull it off. Sometimes I'm like, where are you going? Like, you going? So, you know, it's just a group that brings women together of all ages, of 21 and up, and you know, body shapes, everything. It's just we're supposed to be there for each other, and so that would be my main hobby is to make my 800 plus, are having a good. That's what it is.
That's beautiful. That's real beautiful. That's just amazing, and I'm glad we have somebody that's doing something like that. That's really beautiful.
Well, we're called Home of the Babes,
I love it.
and we have hashtag starting. We're trying. We're pushing it out there, but the hashtag Home of the Babes and hashtag Hot B, because that would be Home of the Babes, but we like the fact that it says Hot B. And we're welcoming to anyone that's a female to come into the group. We do in their Facebook, we make sure that they're not fake or they wouldn't clash. Meaning that they clash, not that we don't think people do clash already, but if they have books like, and I'm just going to throw it out here because the name drop it because it's probably to do an example.
Yeah.
Now, I might have girls in my group who want to vote for Trump. That's fine. You want to vote for Trump. But I would not allow girls to vote Trump, if that makes sense. If we see that you put in the racist, you're not going to be allowed in.
Yeah, he does that. I don't like how
people who are not. Yeah, he definitely shows a racist side, and I know people who support him and nothing like him. They just feel like he could do good, and if he can, by all means, do your thing, dude. Because we need something. Because right now, between the two, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know who to vote for at this point. But
Obama's done for, but Obama did. I gotta say, Obama did pretty well in the office. He did. Because the thing is, guess what I just heard? I heard we're allowed to go to Cuba now.
That Obama's going to go to Cuba?
We're allowed to go to Cuba.
Huh. Well, we're allowed to go to Cuba, yes.
Yeah.
They opened it up to America about less than a year ago.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's only because of Obama.
Exactly. But only certain airlines in certain major cities are letting you go from there.
Yeah, true.
I really want to go to Cuba, but yeah.
It's a privilege, though. That's the thing. At least it's a privilege, so we should be happy that it is. It's a privilege.
It's definitely a privilege. Yeah, I mean, and the fact that it's available now, stuff that we can study here and stuff that we can see is just it's incredible. As someone history buff, I want to do nothing but go there. That's the craziest place. I don't have that opportunity to go.
Yeah.
So
for Trump, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Exactly.
He wouldn't be able to do that at all. We'd still be banned from going there. It'd be shocking if one day we're allowed to go to that part of Korea that they usually don't allow people to go to. Because there's a part in Korea that we can't go to. I think it's North Korea we can't go to. They talk about it, but I don't think we can go to it. I don't know what part of Korea it was, but it's a part of Korea we cannot go to. Where?
Yeah, heard stuff about.
I think it was North Korea. I think so. It's either North Korea. One of the two. Whatever it was, though. But it was one of the two. It was one of the two. So, what do you think, and this is a question I've been asking a lot of people, what do you think true love means to you?
Wow. This is the question that when you said you were going to ask.
Look, I had a lot of people who was like, they got stuck, and I was just like, hey, take your time.
Well, I've actually been practicing it all day, how I'm going to actually express it or explain it, I guess.
Oh, it's easy. I could tell you how to express love in about a matter of 2 minutes. But
well, okay, so as someone who's been in long relationships and short, I, at 28, don't know if I've actually true love. And I've been with people for 4+ years. Like, I think, now do I think I'm seeing? Who knows? I mean, I'm one of those people that I pro and con everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't meet my pros and cons, then I shouldn't be with you. Do I leave you? Not necessarily, but I have used pros and cons when, as bad as this sounds, oh, I have multiple guys trying to talk to me. Okay, well, who's fitting more than the other? You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's how you kind of get rid of fuckboys. Sorry I cuss, but that's how you get rid of fuckboys.
Okay, I like you.
That's definitely how you get rid of it. Pros and cons, ladies. I'll let you know now. Like, pros and cons, everything.
People on my Snapchat every day, and it's the thing is, females complain every day about that stuff. They're like, oh, well, I'm dealing with this type of F-boy, fuck-boy. I'm like, look.
Pros and cons.
I'm like, do you see why?
Yeah, I mean, I used it since I was younger because of the fact that it lays it out for you. It shows you why you're happy and what makes you not happy. And your list on that column is longer than your pros.
Yeah.
If you want to try to make it work to make that list short, then do it. By all means, because that means you may be head over heels for this person. But if your pros are longer than their list of cons, keep cherishing it, how far it goes, because of the fact that that's who you're supposed to be with. And it may not be. You may need someone with more cons. My parents are the opposites. I have a few little common favorite bands. And we've been together for 25 years. And I remember their first date. I remember, like, I wasn't there, but I mean, I was there, but not on the date. I don't remember, you know. I remember when my mom didn't even know him, and the smile that she had. You know what I mean? Like, my mom lights up with my dad, and like he may not be my birth father, but he's my father. Like, he has put clothes on my back, a roof over my head. He's like my best friend. He's a hero to me. And you know, in the South, we're trained to date men like your fathers.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that 100%. I do feel you should find the pros in your father and use that to find the pros in your partner. And, you know, true love, sex, and whatever it is,
yeah,
find that person. And if those type of things, shape of body, religion, sex, color, if those are, you know, cons to you, there's always going to be certain cons that you can overlook. And, you know, the guy I'm seeing now is not 100% my type. When I got out of the 3.5-year relationship with a guy who I thought was my type, so I'm not going to have a type. I'm going to go in, open arms, make this happen. I'm going to get to know someone. That's something that we lack in the youth today in generations, is that we do not get to know each other. All we do is say,
thank you.
What we do is we say, oh my God, he's
I don't know you.
fine.
Weird, or they say, oh, he's so fine, I'm going to talk to you, or
exactly.
This guy.
And we add him on Facebook. We find him on Tinder. We snap.
Let me tell you something.
We end up, getting so. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay. There was this girl I was talking to recently, and her name's Megan. And I don't know if you know her, but you probably don't. She lives out in Cottonwood. And so I was talking to her, and I kind of got a little bit emotional that night because I was like just happy and, you know, crying with tears of joy. And she was like, I feel like we're going to argue a lot. First of all, you don't even know that. And then she was like, I might hurt you and do all this and that. And then she gets in a relationship with the football player. You know, out of all the you get in a relationship with a football player, out of all the guy, out of me in the world, a dude who wants to make a difference in the world, who wants to go to schools and speak to positivity, who wants to do interviews with people around the world and give them a voice, who wants to go out and do photography, who wants to make music. You rather choose that type of guy who would give you the world, who literally wrote one of his ex-girlfriends, and I did this, and I still have the letter. I wrote one of my ex-girlfriend an 11,000 letter word, 11,000 letter word letter about how much I loved her, and sent it to her. I surprised her in 3 days. I had another girlfriend that I treated all my girls with love. I had sent a teddy bear and a necklace to one of my girlfriends, told her I loved her. I have done so many things to show my love to a female that she doesn't know about. She feels like, okay, he's a football player, so he's going to make us rich and famous. You don't even know if he's going to make it to the NFL. You don't even know if he's going to get a scholarship to even go to college.
Exactly.
You don't even know that. I have 100% chance to make it out in what I'm doing right now. I don't have to have a degree to go do motivational speaking. I can just go talk to people about it. I can do whatever I want when it comes to motivational speaking. Anybody could go out and speak to somebody. Anybody could go out and speak to people and get paid for it. You know why? Because it's not nothing you have to be certified for. Practice, 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 practice. Train your brain. Figure out what topic you want to talk about. Study on that topic. Get statistics. Once you get your statistics, put it in your own words. And then, you know what? Whatever your audience is, whether you're speaking to little kids, whether you're speaking to high school kids, whether you're speaking to college students, change your words throughout that. So it depends on what you do, your audience, and what the topic is. Once you have that down, boom, you got you a speech. Study it, keep practicing, time it, and then once you're ready, once it's time that day, you go up on stage, have your microphone in, give your speech, and then when you're finished with your speech, the person will come up and give you a check. Boom, you're finished. Send them a thank you note.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me up here today. And then that is the end. So I just
I definitely agree with you.
Kids. So basically, I just made a difference in 2,000 2,000 kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus a guy who's a football player whose career could end at 40 years old. You can't even play football for that long. You can only play for a certain amount of time, and then they have to let you go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus, I'm still going to be 40 years old, still going out there speaking to the world. You know what I'm saying? So think of whose career is lifelong, is long-lasting, versus, you know, okay, he's a football player. Oh, he's so fine. Because that's exactly what I see on her Snapchat every day. Oh, he's so fine. Look at my baby. He's a football player. Look at this. She be trying to brag of him smacking her butt on Snapchat and everything, trying to make all these dudes jealous and stuff. And then I look through my Snapchat, and she'll look through it, and I'm like, why are you still looking through my Snapchat? I thought I wasn't worth your time.
Exactly.
I thought I wasn't worth your time. If you want to be like that and you want to deny me, then you shouldn't go through my Snapchat.
Exactly. No, I totally agree. I have seen something through my Snapchat and it makes me giggle. Like, I definitely agree that our so wrapped up in social media dating in real life. It's like, it's making it harder for people. They think that app is going to help them. It's not. Tinder doesn't help you. Swiping left or right doesn't help you. It's the fact is that you have to look at the past.
Exactly.
The way that I look at it, and it's very old school, but it's helped me in more life lessons today on finding who I truly, like a guy now that I'm with. Like I'm going to say a little story. So express how I about true love.
Yeah.
I look at it like Romeo and Juliet. Now, there's no certain person who's Romeo in no relationship, because then you would be going crazy.
Yeah.
And I think both of you have part of Romeo and both of you have part of Juliet.
Yes.
But you're going to show the significance of each other throughout the time.
Yes.
I'm more like Romeo when it comes to a lot of my relationships. I'm a fighter. If I want you, I'm going to get you. And
I like that attitude.
And I don't care what it freaking takes. I'm going to get you. But I can be romantic in the same sense, and I can be the one with me, like you know, yeah, and I can feel what they both felt. But my thing is, and the things that I look at to make me start feeling like I'm in love, like the way I feel right now about the guy I'm seeing, his friend.
Yeah.
We're together. We have no title. We don't have a bad relationship. He's had personal things going on in his life. People question why we're doing what we're doing. Why don't you guys just become official? Why don't you, ask her to be your girlfriend? Well, because that's not what we want right now.
Yeah.
We're still getting to know each other. We've been talking for 7 months tomorrow. We legitimately are getting to know each other. We started off as friends who I was just there for his personal issue, and I was talking to him, about this before, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And we became closer to what we felt for each other, actually taking the steps that you're supposed to take.
Yeah.
And, and there's times where he gets, upset, and he's just like, I'm so bad for making you wait. I feel like it's my fault. And I'm like, it's not you. It's my choice as well. Like, the way you make me feel, care, if it takes you years to ask me to be your girlfriend, I'm not going to stop feeling like this.
Mm-hmm.
The time I saw him in person, we've been talking since January 30th. I went up there in April.
Yeah.
And that was the first time we ever saw each other face to face. He walked in, and it was a funny story. I had gotten a hotel because I didn't know him like that. I didn't want to stay in his house. And, he lives with his parents. I won't lie. He lives upstairs, though. They don't really, even see him half the time. So I, was going to hotel because I don't in that position. We don't like each other, you know what I mean? So I'm very shy about my body. And he was like, hey, I'm about to get off work. Okay. I'm already here getting ready because we're going to go to the movies. So I'm going to get time like quickly. And I'm in my bra and a towel. I put her makeup on, and I hear her knock on the door. My dumbass told him the room number when I shouldn't have, so that he would have to call, so then I would be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead, it was like, knock, I'm here. Like, oh, great. So I just said, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm in a towel. And it's not like, and I won't lie, like, I haven't seen my body before, like, in video or photos. But in person, it's always going to be different. You know what I mean? You're always going to be, oh, my God, I can't angle it correctly. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know it's bad. So, I have the towel hiding, and he comes in, and he's just like, oh, work was so stressful. And I guess we've known each other for years.
Oh, wow.
And it just made me laugh. Like, the conversation we started, was like, man, we're excited. And it was like, okay, like, we're meeting face to face right now. And he looked at me, and I can barely look at him. He's so nervous. And he was like, come give me a kiss and a hug. Like, what? And so I walk over there, and I give him a hug and a kiss, and I, remove my towel. So I only have a bra and underwear on. And I'm just like, don't know why I felt so comfortable. I've never felt that way with anyone. And the fact was, like, I was able to just let everything go, every stress, everything that I was thinking about, negativity, and, it was gone. Because he made me feel like I was, for once, somebody made me feel like I was enough. You know what I mean?
That's good.
And, yeah, and to have that feeling when you've never had it. Like, I've had exes who have made me feel close to that feeling, or it's taken a few times for me to have that feeling. Like, oh, I stay at their house, and they see me in a bathing suit, and then, after a week or two, when they see me naked, like, for me to like, uncover my body in front of him when it's something I don't do, it blew my mind. Like, I was confused. I was like, why is he?
You were in that Justin Bieber moment.
Something. I was just like, all right, no one, I don't care. And the fact that my past, not the way I am, not when I'm whining like a baby, nothing. He's such a, the things that he doesn't see these things in himself. So in all our relationships that we, he definitely is more of a Juliet, but there's times where he's my Romeo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these moods where he's like, oh my God, like, I'm making you wait for me, like, I feel like I shouldn't do this, and you're too good for me, and I don't deserve you, and it's just like, but you do. I'm here for a reason. I wouldn't have just came to your life like this. Like, we both didn't want boyfriends and girlfriends, like, and now we're together for 7 months, and it's like, I will fight till the death to be with him because of the fact that it's right. It feels right. We connect each other. And he might not be happy with himself. His thing is, how can I be happy with myself but love someone? If you can't love yourself, how can you love someone else?
Exactly.
I get that. That's an old lifestyle. I get it. Do I feel like it's true? To an extent. I can't love myself and love someone else if that other person isn't loving me.
Yes, true.
My 3.5-year relationship, I didn't love myself, and I tried so hard to love him, but he never showed me love. He just beat me down. So now I'm with someone who doesn't love himself, but I can tell he loves me.
That's good.
And I love him. So shouldn't I be able to complete those things that are missing? If you feel down, I should be able to bring you up because of love. It's okay to do these things, and it's okay to have these feelings. We're going to talk and we're going to work it out and we're going to be together because it's right.
Yes.
But for someone like my ex, okay, I feel like shit about myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to express to him how much I love him when I know deep down it's not right because he doesn't make me feel better because he calls me names, because he calls me, even from being called a bitch. You shouldn't ever be called a bitch. You're a woman.
Nobody. I see a lot of people call women that, and I was like, yo, you need to respect a woman for who she is. You shouldn't be disrespecting a woman at all.
Exactly. For him to verbally and physically and emotionally bring me down, no, I know you don't love me.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to love you, which is going to make me feel worse and not love myself. And to do this for 3.5 years with a smile on my face, and now I have this, someone who I can see it in their eyes that this is probably the happiest they've ever been, but they're fighting it because they're not happy with themselves, then let me complete you. Because let your heart go and let me complete where you need me. Because that's what it is. That's love. If you can't complete your other person when they're down, when they're distraught, when they got stuff going on, and they only tell you about it, be there for them and lift them up and tell them that it's okay. I'm going to be here. I'm not going anywhere.
That's so true.
That's true love.
Yeah.
Not, he's cute. He's my type. I got to date him now. Like, no.
Or he's a football player and this and that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, like I tell you, my point. Oh, he has tons of tattoos. I need to date him. No, you do not. My ex, tons of tattoos. I paid for most of them, so I know. my dad now he has one little like little bitty tattoo. Can't even see it. Don't even know where it is. I do, but you wouldn't. So it's the fact is that you can step out of your box that you look at every day and find someone who is the you.
Yeah.
I may end up being 80 years old, covered in tattoos. He may have a few, and I may be with him the rest of my life. I may not. He may be my first true love. He may not. But right now, I know that we can fit each other as much as he wants to say it's too much for him right now because he doesn't love himself. Let me.
I know how that feeling.
Yes, let me help you realize why you should love yourself.
Exactly.
Because that's why we're here on this earth together. Is to be loving to one another and to teach each other, to lift each other up. And it's like, let me show you why I love you and why you should love yourself.
Exactly.
And that's when I become the Romeo.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to fight to the death to make you understand why.
People don't want to lift each other up. People want to be selfish, and I see that out of a lot of people. Pretty much, I see it out of celebrities, and I feel like I was like, okay, look what all these celebrities are doing. They're not really making the world a better place. They're just making it worse. Okay, we have to help each other. Okay, and I don't see a lot of them doing that. Like,
right.
I understand you want to entertain the world, but that's entertainment. Entertainment happens every day. But we're looking for you to help. What, if you believe in God or not, what did God say for us to do on this earth? Fulfill the earth and subdue it. He wants us to spread the good news. He wants us to become positive people. He doesn't want us to be selfish, filled with selflessness. He doesn't want us to feel that way. He doesn't want us to do that. He doesn't want us to be all wrapped up in materialistic things. He doesn't want us to be like that. He wants us to help others, and he wants us to help ourselves as well. But what do we see out in this world? Okay, yeah, we're going to get this person famous because he's a very great musician artist, or this. Y'all, what they don't do is take the time to look at people who are really making a difference in the world, who are really wanting to make a change. They're rather just looking at the people who are just entertainers. See, I see a lot of dancers. I see a lot of dancers, and I see a lot of, for instance, Young Swag. Young Swag. I know you've probably heard of him over the internet, haven't you?
I think so.
That the dude that's like dancing, his name's Young Swag. The one they say Young Swag's gonna end racism.
Mhm.
First of all, what sense does that make? How in the world does dancing end racism? I would like to know that. They say dancing is going to end racism, but don't you think if dancing ended racism, don't you think it would have been ended by now? Right? Like, seriously, what is a person doing dancing to any kind of song? What does that have to do with ending racism? I want to know. I want to know. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because it makes no sense. What you're doing is ending racism. What I'm doing is ending racism. You have a group, like you said, with all types of girls, all shapes and sizes, all races, all different backgrounds. Certain ages though, but they're still females, and you're still bringing them in, and they're all being able to express themselves, and that's the beauty about it. They're able to express who they are inside the chat and be themselves. You know what I mean? And that's beautiful. And the thing with interviews with me, I give everybody a shot. Boy, girl, it don't matter how old. There's been people who's been telling me, oh, I'm only 13 years old. Hell, I don't care. I had a 14-year-old girl that I did an interview with a long time ago. And guess what? It shocked me how freaking amazing a 14-year-old had a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? Just in middle school. And she knows a lot about wanting to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yo, you gotta give people a chance. Like you can't put people down because this and the dirt. And I hate that people just focus on like celebrities and this and this and that. No, you should focus on everybody in the world. Like, if you have a chat, like, I love that chat about girls. I really do. It's an amazing group, and I'm really going to be supporting that group all the time. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I mean, I would really, honestly, to be honest with you, I would literally put that group on my website and have a little thing that would say only for girls only, and then put the certain age at the bottom on my website, just so we could get your group out there for girls. Literally, I would
Yeah.
on my website. I'm free to open my website to you. I do not mind. I've had almost 7,000 people who's been on my website so far, almost 7,000. So I do not mind. My website's free and open. I will allow it. I do not mind. I will definitely get what your message is to the world out. I will definitely get that out to most females, and most people that do visit my website on a daily basis. It shows me every day. It's mostly females. So I would gladly like to get what you want to do out there. And I can actually put it under the tab where it says community and activities. I have a community tab. So definitely, definitely, definitely would recommend that. So you can go ahead, if you want, you could shoot me a link to the page, and I'll post it on my page and tell me everything that you need me to put, you know, and give it to me. I'll put it on my website so that all the girls that check on under that tab can see if they're interested in your club and join.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Like I said, you want to reach out. You want to reach out to people. You want to reach out to females, and like I said, you're giving them a voice too. I love that. I love that. I love how we're both giving people voices in the world. That's beautiful. That's just so beautiful. Just like I'm giving you a voice today. Just like I'm giving you a voice today. And the thing is, it's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure you've never done an interview with anybody ever before, haven't you?
Not really.
This is your first. It's like your first time, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, and I know that a lot of people in this world that I've done interviews with, people in this world barely don't even know about them, and I put them on the spot like, yo, I'm about to give you an opportunity to whatever you're trying to do in this world. Guess what? People gonna know about what you're doing, and guess what? The views that Justin Bieber got, I want the same. I want to reach to 1 billion people so that 1 billion people can be on my page and look what all the type of people that I've interviewed, what they got going on. So like I said, you're in luck. You know why? Because after this interview and you send me that link to that thing, guess what? I'm still going to be going out trying to get more interviews with people. I'm still going to be reaching more to a bigger audience. Like I said, I'm almost to 10K. I'm close to 7K, which then, I'm not too far from 10K. My goal is to get to 10K people on my website. And
Yeah.
I just started at my website literally 5 months ago. So think, so, so think of how much I've progressed in just 5 months worth of working my butt off to get to this point. And then I'm putting people out there. Like there's this guy I know named Ziggy, and he's a cool dude. And I asked him, I was like, bro, would you like me to get your website out, your clothing line out? He doesn't respond, and I'm just like, bro, like I understand that it's your clothing line, and I understand you don't want people stealing your ideas, but I'm not a dude that's all about clothing. I'm just trying I'm just trying to help you get more customers. You know what I'm saying? You want people, you want to reach people out with your clothes, your skating brand, then let me help you get to that. You need people like that. I'm a guy who promotes people. I don't like being called a promoter. Put it this way. I like helping people. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm helping people. There's people that asked me, at least 2 or 3 people that asked me, hey, do you mind if you could put this on your website? Do you mind if you could put this on your website? Do you mind if you could put this on your website? I do not mind. I give everybody, I find ways to make it fit on my website. I might have to pretty soon. Once I start doing a whole lot more interviews, I know a lot of people going to ask me, hey, can you put this on your website for me? They're gonna slide in my DM, yo Jeremy, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, what's good? I was wondering if you could put this on your website for me. Then I have to go on my website. The funny thing about it is I'm gonna have to go through my website and find like a slot for them. What I was thinking is, I was thinking how I was gonna do my website is like for everybody that asks if they want to do something, I'm gonna try to like see if they have like some settings. Like if I can get a setting to where it shows up as boxes. So like everybody's asked me to promote their stuff. It's a little box. You can click on that box and it shows you all the details of what that person's stuff is. So like if it's like somebody's photography stuff business, you can put their photography stuff down there. If it's like a person's like what you got going on, it'll be your box, what your stuff is, your information, your rules, blah 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 blah. They can click on that. Or if it's like somebody's music, like their SoundCloud, it has okay, this is whose SoundCloud it is. You can go check out their SoundCloud, blah 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 blah, all their information. So I was thinking I was going to do stuff like that. That way, I could fit like at least more than 100 people's stuff under one page.
Right.
I say, you think about it. A website is such a big source. People don't think, and I see a lot of musician artists, and I see a lot of people like these days that have websites, and a lot of people. I'm not going to bring people's careers down, but I feel like a lot of people who are doing things in the world, I feel like some stuff that they have, it's not worth purpose. It's just not worth putting on this earth. I feel like if you're helping the world and you want to make a difference, I feel like that's a good purpose in life. If that's what you want, if that's what you're doing in life, and if you're doing something you love and also helping making a difference in the world, then I feel like you're doing something with a purpose. But if you're just going out there just entertaining the world and you're being all about yourself, see, like right now, let's look at it right now. Guess what? While we're talking right now, guess how many people just got on my website while we're talking? In just a matter of a couple minutes. 35 people just came on just now. And we're just sitting here talking. You know what I'm saying? So, huh?
Can they hear us?
Oh, no. I said, no, not right. They're going to hear my interview whenever I post it. But I said 35 people just like, because it shows me how many people get on my website. I'm recording this through my phone. Like I have this thing.
Yeah.
I have this thing where I record it. Can't nobody hear us doing our interview right now. That'd be kind of weird, don't you think? Somebody talking the whole interview. Like, no, I'd rather you listen to it when we're finished with it than to sit in the whole chat and be like, then they be talking. Oh, but that don't sound like a bad idea. But I might do that pretty soon. That's when I do like live. Like if I'm face to face with the person, then yeah, we'll go on. We'll do a live stream interview. I'll have like a comment section you can comment on. Okay, what would you like me to ask this person particularly about? You know what I'm saying? That way, instead of it just being me, if I'm on Hangouts with doing a live interview or something like that, it can get the audience engaged too. So, you know, I'm going to be doing some pretty fun stuff with these interviews. And like I said, this is my goal. I know I may not ever reach this because, like I said, I'm only one human being. But my goal is to hit this is going to sound like a big number, and you're going to be like, you're not going to reach that because I might die before I reach this number. I might have to pass it on to my son. But I want to reach 1 billion interviews.
You can do it.
Yeah, but I might be dead.
I mean, you could definitely do it.
It could.
You can do anything you set your mind to, so.
I request interviews every day. Like, this is what I do. I go from state to state. Right now I'm in Alabama, so I'm going through Alabama. And what I do is I have this specific message I send out on the daily to people on the daily. I've been kind of slacking because I've been tired, really tired. But I send a message to people about doing interviews. And some people, they get offensive. Some people think, oh, you're such a stalker. Oh, you're a freaking weirdo. Oh, this and that. And that's what I don't want people to do. Thinking that message that I send you is a stalking message. It's not. Think of that message.
Right.
When you saw that message, what was your first thought? What would you think? Oh, this guy. What do you think about that?
First, I thought it was spam, but then when I looked at your page, I was like, oh, this is spam.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not spamming. Like, this is like some serious stuff. You go to my website, you're gonna be like, yo, he's actually done interviews with 60-something people. That's a lot of people, man. Especially since he's not a celebrity or nothing like that, and he's already done interviews with 60-something people. We're looking at you're the 65th person to do an interview with me. My goal is to get to 100 before this year is over with. And I'm not even Charlemagne the God. I'm not even the Breakfast Club. I'm not even a radio station. I'm one independent person. If I'm one independent person and I can get 64 interviews, then there's people that can do that too. I'm pretty sure right now. And I'll be honest with you, there's probably nobody else doing what I'm doing right now.
Right.
100% guaranteed there's nobody doing what I'm doing right now. There's nobody that goes in inboxes and sends messages for interviews to interview anybody, just anybody, no matter what you get. If you got a talent or not, whatever your life is, I want to hear people's life stories. I want to hear what people got to say about their life. I want to hear that because it interests me. What you told me today, my heart's beating right now. That shit was amazing. That was amazing. Like, that made me cry. Like, as I'm sitting here listening to you, I was about to bust in tears because, like, I was like, this girl. Praise to Tiffani, guys. Everybody, please, when you hear this, please give her praise because she is doing beautiful things in this world. Hopefully, you guys can go ahead and check out her page. Hopefully, it's going to be on my website. It will be on my website once she sends the link. And guys,
definitely.
I want you guys to really, really, really check out what Tiffani got. I'm being dead serious. It's an amazing opportunity for all women out there, and I believe that she can make women stronger. I really do. She can make women stronger and come together even more and accept them for who they are. And I love that. That's beautiful. That is so freaking beautiful. Like, that's so exciting. You bringing women together and making them into stronger females. That's exactly what we need. And that's what I feel would better the relationships, especially. I feel like that would definitely better relationships, especially. And you bring in
people who do those pros and cons.
Exactly. You bring in stronger females, guess what? Some guy might start a group about building stronger males. And you know what? And guess what? Put those two together, guess what you got? You got one group that's bringing stronger males and one group that's bringing stronger females. Once they're strong enough, they'll probably meet up one day. Wow, you're an amazing guy. Oh, you're an amazing girl. We should hook up. Let's talk to each other. Start getting to know each other. Blah, 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 blah. Both have good qualities. Both have good traits. Boom, there you go. Few months later, they're probably going to get in a relationship and they're going to fall in love. So I love that you're wanting to make women a lot more stronger. And so I got one more question. This is a question I ask people all the time. I've been asking, these are the questions of the month, but I'm going to have different questions that I can arrange every month. This is August question, but I have 2 questions for August. I already asked you the first one about what you think true love is. The second one is, if there is something that you could change about the world, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. Okay. If I could change anything in the world, what would it be? Probably, and it's not, I know a lot of people are going to lean towards politics and, government and this. I'm not. I think if I could change anything, would be the price level on traveling.
Oh, yes, please.
If I could change anything, it would be we could fly, train, cruise, whatever destination you're going to and how you would get there would
at whatever price.
Exactly. And because we're so limited.
$100. Yeah, we're spending like $1,000, $2,000. Like, I looked up the price of what it was to go to Disneyland, right? I was like, okay, I want to go to Disneyland for like 6 days, right, and stay in a hotel. $1,600. Are you kidding me?
That's the thing. Like, I want to be able to see the world, and my children to see the world, and my great grandkids to see the world, and like not have to worry
and burn a hole in my brain.
Right. At the same time, it's like I don't understand why that was ever such a thing. Like, why did it become so expensive? And I get gasoline costs a lot on a plane and boats and things like that.
Yeah.
What we're missing is that something came to us, to the United States.
Yeah.
Found the United States. To let us go find other things, even though they're already found. Let us explore.
Yeah.
Everyone be able to explore. Why put up, a wall on the nation that we can't get out unless we spend tons of money because we're stuck somewhere? And I feel a lot of people haven't seen even their own country.
Exactly.
And it's saddens me that I have friends who've never been out of Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's like, Oh, I've been in Pensacola, Florida. Okay, well that's about an hour from where I live. So how long they live. It's
11 hours.
okay. So yeah, exactly. You're not exploring. You're not seeing the world. Like I've lived in Hawaii, and I've lived in multiple.
Yeah.
But I live in California, so it's like, okay, I'm going to go to California now. That's the goal. I want to visit California and Vegas. And, I just came back yesterday from Hilton Head, North Carolina. I was there for a week. So, it's things like that. Like no one has time or the money to stop and work. And that's something that I would change. I would change it if the government makes it to where you have to take each semester of your work and go do something. Go live your life. Go explore. Go see the other that there's to offer.
Exactly. Give us an opportunity to see what the world is like instead of having to make it so expensive to where nobody can do that.
Exactly. We'll have less people in depression. We'd have people committing suicide. We'd have less people probably.
Exactly.
So they'll see the world and what it's for, and they'll go to other countries where we don't have things as we do, and they'll see the light that you're supposed to see when you see all these other cultures, and be like, I am lucky to live in the United States. It might be a shithole half the time here.
Yeah, it's true.
And there's other places they could go to and learn their culture. Like when I went, when one person says Jamaica is the first thing to know one.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that's what you think of. It should be what you think of is their land, like they run things and the different parts of the island. It's how Marleys live there. And you get to see their culture, and all their marketplaces and the way they eat. And we went to a restaurant of someone's house.
Yeah.
And it was probably the best food I've had in a long time. So, it's just things like that you want to. The government should definitely make it to where we are able to see the world.
Yes.
You shouldn't have to join the military to see the world.
Exactly.
Because why should I have to give my life to see the world?
Yeah, exactly. It's either go to the military or go to jail. That's so stupid.
Exactly. So, there's a lot of things that I would change. Don't get me wrong.
And to be honest with you, I want to do something one day. I want to feel like when I feel like I've reached a lot of energy, let's say that I do, because I know I'm going to reach it when, probably I'm going to reach 100,000 interviews, probably when I'm about your age or younger. But I know I'm going to reach 100,000 interviews when I'm probably your age or younger. But when I reach at least 100,000, maybe 200,000 interviews, I'm thinking about sending my interviews to the president.
Exactly. Do something with them. Actually show people. Get on MTV. Get, to VH1, BET, EE, entertainment. Give them to the news anchors of all over. And, let them see all these people who have voices and who are actually feeling something that they're controlling.
Exactly.
And it's not right that, granted, we have to obviously abide by this rule that we have to have a president and whatnot, but they're not taking consideration of, prime example. Let's just prime example. Okay, you talked about building a wall.
Yeah.
You want to build a wall. Okay, if you become president, you build a wall, you should lower the cost of travel.
Exactly.
Because now you're doing something that makes us look bad. Do something in our favor that'll make us feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Fix it. And I understand. I think he wants to build a wall. I get it.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. And
it isn't necessary, to be honest with you. I mean, I understand that, Mexicans want to come over here, but guess what? They're doing that because they want to explore the United States of America, and they want
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get visas. It's hard to do the things it has to get over.
It is. Like, seriously, it's too hard. Like, come on now. Like, they want better jobs. To be honest with you, most Americans, we really, honestly, we don't need jobs. We could be entrepreneurs ourselves, and we could have our own businesses. We could own our own things and still have people to help us with it. You know what I'm saying? But me,
Exactly.
thing is, the funny thing about it is people say you can't do anything alone, and that is true. You can't do anything alone. But But guess what? I can say this. I can say this though. Guess who did interview? Guess what? I'm doing interviews alone. I don't got nobody helping me do these interviews. I'm the one that has to do all the phone calls. I'm the one that has to check my emails to make sure people send my stuff back. I'm the one that has to get back with everybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm on my own on this. I'm the one that's going to be sending how many ever interviews. I know I'm going to pass 1,000,000. You best believe that. Before my 40th year, before I turn 40 years old, I'm definitely going to reach 1,000,000 interviews. Definitely. I'm probably going to be at about 3 or 4 million, probably 5 million before I hit 40. So, I mean, and guess what? The president's going to see all these interviews, and he's going to be like, whoa, so this is what the people are saying about the world? This is how people are feeling? This is what's coming from people's heart, and guess who gave them the voice? Who's the guy behind this? And then they're going to find out this all falls back on Jeremy Manning. This all falls back on me. It comes back on me. Then they're gonna be like, so you're the guy that gave all these voices to all these people. You're the one that decided to go out of your way to start something of your own and make it possible. Shoot, when I have a lot of interviews, I bet you once I hit 1,000 interviews, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be radio stations calling my name, wanting me to come on their radio station and ask me, so why do you do this? Why do you sit here and why do you do this? And I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them why. There's people that are probably going to want to pay me just to do an interview with them. Pay me just to do this. Pay me just to do that. I mean, and I'm going to be like, yo, this is an opportunity for everybody. I don't care if you pay me. If you want to, go ahead. I don't care. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for you.
Exactly.
My family tells me all the time, oh, yeah, interviews don't make you money. They're not supposed to make me money. I don't care about money. Yes, money's supposed to help you survive. Yes, you need money to help you pay your bills. And guess what? I don't have a job right now. And you know what? It's not fading me not one bit because I know I have opportunities on the line that I can go do right now. I can go look for a job. I'm not doing that right now. Right now, I kind of want to go back into doing motivational speaking. I want to go speak to these schools and do something that I love and see how that's going to plan out. I just got down one school today. But guess what? She has my name and number, and she's going to call me back and put me down. Find a date for me, put me down, and I'm going to go speak to a school.
Exactly. Something that you can say you've done.
I'm about to make a difference. I'll probably look for a job and trying to find something. I have been looking for jobs, but guess what? Every time I try, guess what? Oh, well, they don't call you back, or when I call them, they're not available. So, I'm just like, screw it, man. I'll try again another time. Like every time,
exactly.
every time you try, they just don't get back, and I'm just like, that's how Mobile is. It takes so long. You said you lived in Texas, right?
Yes, in Austin.
It's fast to get a job. Am I correct? It don't take that long to get a job out there. Am I correct?
Yeah.
It's very fast in Texas. Very fast. Mobile is very slow. My family thinks I'm going to find a job. They're like, if your cousins can find a job, you can find a job too. You don't understand. Alabama is slow.
Mhm.
Slow. Y'all keep comparing Alabama to it's such a big port and this and that. I get that. There's a lot of beautiful scenery out here. I get that. But is it business-like? Is there a lot of businesses out here? Can you do a lot of things that you really want to do out here in Mobile? You could, but guess what? Most things you have to do out here, you need a certification. Yeah.
Exactly.
You need a certification. I don't want to waste my life go getting a certification in something I don't want to do when what I'm doing is right here. I love doing interviews. I love doing motivational speaking. Right now, I'm starting to wanting to go out now and speak to schools, but it feels like, it's not hard. But, it's just a feeling.
I got nervous today because it was my first time. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. But at the end, when I spoke to like a little bit, because I spoke to like at least 4 schools today, and they had me on hold and they kept sending me through. Then I had to send voicemails, and I'm gonna call those same schools tomorrow. But one school, just me talking to that one school today, that one school, talking to them, made me get over my fears and just okay. I think I got this. I'm saying, oh, I got this. So now when I call those schools tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to be on my best behavior. Tomorrow, I'm going to know what to say. Tomorrow, I'm going to be positive and have a good speaking voice and let them know what topic I want to reach out. The topic I want to reach out to these kids right now, I want to talk about the problems that we face in school right now, bullying. We go through peer pressure. We go through dating. We go through a lot of that as you go through middle school. Middle school, there's a lot of middle school kids who are dating. You need to be kidding. Like, seriously, when you go to middle school, you find a girl that you like. And they don't know about love, but shoot, they sure know about dating.
Exactly.
So, I mean, me talking to middle schoolers, it's going to bring back memories of when I was back in middle school. So when I go up and speak to them, I have to put myself in the shoes. I have to put myself when I was back in middle school. What happened to me back in middle school? Okay, so I was bullied back in middle school. There was girls that I liked back in middle school. What happened? I got hurt most of the time. But guess what? I had to stay focused. I had to get my work done, and I had to do what I need to do. There's this motivational speaker. Before we end this interview, there's this motivational speaker named Eric Thomas. And the funny thing about it is, there was this school he went to in St. Louis, and they started laughing. And I watched the video. He got pissed. He got pissed. I'm talking about that man started yelling at them kids, and I'm not bringing him down or nothing. I praise him for what he did. He was right for that. It was hard, but he was right for doing that. You don't laugh when nobody is taking their time out of their day to come speak to you and give you inspiration for an hour or two.
Okay.
Don't laugh at them. Of course they're going to get pissed off. You laughing at their work. Eric Thomas has been speaking for years, and you laughing at what he doing? He's like, it's not funny. Y'all think it's funny, and you telling me you can't take a test. Man, what's wrong with y'all? And it was just like, whoa. He was putting them kids down like crazy because you know what? They laughed at him. Don't make fun of a person's work who's been working for years and laugh at what they're doing when they're coming there to help you. And you just diminishing their work. And they trying to help you. The people helping you, don't do that to them. See, the funny thing about it is, I do interviews with people, and the funny thing is, a lot of them do not talk to me. A lot of them don't keep in contact with me. A lot of them don't do that. You know what I mean? A lot of them have not talked to me or anything like that. They leave me on hold. They push me.
Yeah.
But what they're gonna not see is, guess what I'm about to do with your interview? I'm about to send it out to some people. I'm about to send it out to people. You think it's just gonna sit on my website all day long? I'm waiting until I reach a certain percentage of interviews so that I know I have my proof of this is what people feel in this world. Let me send it to the president. Let me find the president's email. Let me find where the president is located. Let me send him a letter, as a matter of fact, to check out this website. Send him a long letter, 3-4 page letter about my website, what I've done, my work. Send it to him so he can go check out my website. He can look on the front page of the website. He'll scroll down and see thousands of interviews. He'll go to my YouTube. He'll see thousands of people just on my page, full of videos, live streams, phone interviews, Skype interviews, all kinds of interviews of people just expressing themselves. You can sit there and watch it, a whole hour of a person talking. See, I see people on TV where they have people give a voice, but you know how long they only give them a voice? They only give them a voice for about a minute, 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. We don't need 5 to 10 minutes people to give them the voice. Man, we need more than 10 minutes. Give them 30 minutes to an hour. I've done an interview that lasted almost 2 hours long. I gave that person 2 hours of my time, and I'm giving you almost 2 hours of my time. It's almost hitting an hour and 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm letting you have an opportunity. So if I'm helping you, don't throw away that. And that's one thing. To be honest, that's one thing I want to put things out that I would like to change about the world too. If people are helping you, show them respect. Show them give them your utmost respect. Because guess what? At the end, whenever you're feeling down and you're sad, you can go look back at the interview and be like, you know what? This guy changed my life. This guy helped me.
Exactly.
This guy gave me an opportunity. And guess what? I know one day he's going to do something with it. It's not just going to sit on his website. It's not. Because like I said, my website is a big source. And when people start seeing, oh, like you can see on my page now, how many interviews have I requested? 4,510. Okay. That's not a lot to me, honestly. That's not. To be honest with you, that's not a lot. When you see that I've reached over 10K, that's when you're going to see me really getting serious. That's when you're going to see me be like, okay, I'm about to start sending them out to people. Like, that's when you're going to see me start sending them out to radio stations and sending them out to MTV and VH1. Once you see it said requested interviews, 10K of a billion, I'm pretty much going to be sending out my interviews. Pretty much going to be sending out my websites to all these radio stations, to these TV shows. And the thing is, I'm trying to start my own show next year about my movement in general. It's going to be different scenarios of what goes on in the world. Well, all types of things that goes on in the world. So it's going to be a scenario on dating, a scenario on bullying, a scenario about a kid going to school. And, I'm going to bring in so many actors, so many people to play in this. I'm going to have a cast of maybe about 100 people. So, I'm giving people opportunity in the world, and they got to use it. So I feel like what I'm doing is beautiful, and I feel like what you're doing is beautiful, and I'm just glad to give you this opportunity. I want to thank you for cooperating with me, because there's some people that say they want to do interviews, and they never do them. But I want to thank you so much, Tiffani, for...
Well, thank you.
No, you are absolutely welcome. You deserve this, okay? You deserve this. You honestly deserve this. You really do. And, you just really deserve it. Everybody deserves it. But you deserve this, This is your opportunity. This is yours. Don't it feel good to have something that's yours? This is yours. This interview is yours. That's a blessing. That's a real blessing to know that this is yours. This is what I own. And guess what? A lot of people are going to be looking at it too. This is mine. I own this. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I'm able to give you that opportunity. I'm glad that I'm going to be able to help you. So I'm just glad that I'm doing this for you, and I'm just glad you're helping me too. I'm glad you helped me on my journey. I'm glad you gave me this interview and put your voice out there. I mean, that's just beautiful. I mean, don't ever be. See, I'm pretty sure I got you out of your shyness today, didn't I?
Right. you did.
You ain't shy. You ain't shy no more, ain't you? You ain't shy no more, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you feel so different. Like, whoa. Now I think about it, I'm not shy anymore. You make me feel different. So a lot of people got on and were like shy, and then at the end of the interview, they're just like, "Oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing ever." I'm like, yeah. See now you won't be shy anymore. This also so, guys. Before we end this interview, these are lessons to be learned. What my interviews teach. They teach about equality. They teach about being happy. They teach about never be afraid to accept for who you are. People are going to judge you. Don't judge. Accept people for where they are. This is what one of my interviews teach. And it also teaches you to meet new people in the world, to get to know your neighbors, to really see what people in the world have to say about life, and to get to know other people's background story. You know what I mean? So there's a lot that it teaches. It's a lot that it teaches that people don't tend to look at. They look at it as, okay, this guy's just asking me about an interview. What the hell does he want? I get that. I get that. But there's a reason why I'm counting how many requested interviews I'm doing. There's a reason why I have how many interviews I've done. Because I have a plan for you guys. Can't wait. Can't wait till I reach more, and I can't wait till I send it out to the main person of the world, our president. Can't wait till our presidents get these. I can't wait till MTV and I'm even going to send them to YouTube to let YouTube know about this. So they can put me on the feature. Right. So YouTube can put me on the feature spot. Oh, a guy who does interviews with people around the world, there'll be a feature spot. All my interviews sitting right there. And it's going to be on the feature page right as soon as you open up YouTube. So you guys are going to be blessed. I'm blessing you guys with a lot. So I love you guys. I do. I love you guys. I love y'all all. I mean, this is beautiful. I know people are like, why is he saying I saying I love you to random people? Why is he doing this? Because you gotta show love no matter what. If that was supposed to do, we're supposed to love our neighbors. We're supposed to love people.
Exactly.
Right? We gotta love people, so I love y'all. Hey. I love y'all. Hey. I always say that to everybody. I love y'all. Dude. Man, it's beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful talking to you too, Tiffani.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was amazing. Okay. Thank you for sharing your story today. Don't forget to send me that link.
I definitely sent it to you.
Actually, send it to me when we're finished with this. I'm actually about to go on my website so I can get your get whatever you need prepared on there. I'm about to go to that tab and edit it up and get your stuff on there. So go ahead and send me the link. All right.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you on Instagram.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.